Welcome back to another week in my life. My name's Abby if you're new here, and welcome back if you're not. Currently getting some breakfast ready, cutting up some strawberries and making my little signature strawberry toast moment that I've just been hooked on the last few months. Literally throw a piece of toast in the toaster and cut up like 2 or 3 strawberries into little slices, some almond butter, honey, and cinnamon, and it's amazing. Hair wash day, and I went to F45 this morning. I am so beyond exhausted today. So 2 nights ago, I went to bed like a little bit late, not like terribly late, but a little bit late, and my friend Julia from college was in town, and she had an early morning flight yesterday. And I'm about 30 minutes from the airport she was flying out of, so we got up around 4:40 to take her to the airport. The flight ended up getting delayed by like an hour and a half, but I couldn't fall back asleep, and I had only gotten about 5 hours of sleep that night because for some reason I woke up at like 2:30 a.m. and was just up for an hour. So I was so tired yesterday because I didn't really get any sleep, and I was up super early, and I didn't go back to sleep after we woke up and the flight was delayed and everything. Yesterday I kind of just had a bare minimum day, got what I needed to get done. I had a video that needed to go live and some things I needed to get back to my manager about, and then preparing another video to go live. So I really just took care of those things. And then I read most of the day because I just was not feeling great from the lack of sleep. I ended up trying to take a nap around 2 o'clock, fell asleep for like 15 minutes, and woke back up, and I was like, no, I refuse to only take a 15-minute nap. Like I need at least like 30 minutes to get me through the rest of this day. I ended up going back to sleep for an hour, but I felt so groggy when I woke back up, which this is why I never nap. Of course, when it was time to go to bed, I was like, wow, I have so much energy, there's no way I could go to sleep. So I took 5 milligrams of melatonin, and while that helped me have a very deep, good sleep, and I was pretty much asleep the whole night once I fell asleep, I felt so groggy this morning when I woke up, and I still feel just so mentally clouded. It literally feels like I am detoxing from caffeine right now. That's how it feels. And even though I'm just now having my first sips of caffeine, so we'll see how I feel in about an hour, but I've been up for 3 hours at this point. I haven't had any yet because we didn't have any energy drinks left before my F45 class. It's all good. I'm thinking tomorrow I'll feel better. It always hits me on the second day after not getting a lot of sleep. That's when I like get hit hardest by it. I do have a good bit I need to get done today though on my computer, so I'm really trying to power through. But thought I would bring y'all along this week. Gonna be getting some things done around the house, and we had quite the eventful Friday with our door installation, our new patio door, which I'll talk about that later because I don't want to sit here and talk for 10 minutes straight. Let's just say it was an eventful day, and some things went wrong, of course, because why wouldn't they? Much today because we just had people who are finishing up some work from getting our door replaced come by for a few hours and fix some things. So I'm just now eating my lunch meal prep, and it's almost 3 o'clock. While Julia was in town this weekend, we went to 3 different 7-Elevens in Houston, but then we realized that there was literally a store locator on Poppy's website where you could find where specific flavors were, which is so cool. I was putting in the zip codes of a bunch of different 7-Elevens that were within like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of me. Finally found one that had them, so we were finally lucky. And then yesterday on my way home from the airport, I knew that I'd be going by 7-Eleven, so I checked if they'd have it, and they did, so I picked up a few more. But I seriously love this flavor so much. It's very reminiscent of like a blue slush or a blue snow cone. But the whole thing with the door. So they came and replaced our patio door on Friday. So I'll give a little before and after, but the funny thing is that Griff and I, we were talking, I was like, it's absolutely hilarious that we spent so much money to get this replaced because it's obviously not cheap, and it doesn't even look different, but I mean, it is different at the end of the day because it actually works, you know what I mean? And if you haven't been here and haven't been following along, our patio door has been broken for like a year. We had a cracked baseboard in the corner from where the wall and the door frame met, so they were also replacing that and the whole baseboard on this wall. But we have the new door here, and it looks so good. We used Renaissance windows and doors, and this is the new door, and we actually have a screen too, which is really nice because we didn't have a screen on our last door. And it's also really nice because this door is double paned, whereas our windows and our old door are single paned because they're the like original ones, I suppose. So when it's cold, you can feel it, and when it's hot, you can feel it. It'll be a lot more energy efficient for us too, and we love it and we're really happy with it. Renaissance Windows and Doors did a great job. And when they were replacing the door, they noticed that underneath the cracked baseboard that they were also contracted to replace for us, they found a lot of black mold. So that was a big wrench in everything on Friday. Obviously not how we were expecting the day to go. So then they told us we can't finish this side of the door and we can't finish the baseboard, the left side of the door and the whole baseboard until we got that taken care of. So I found somebody to do it and we got it done for like $500. I thought it was gonna be a lot more than that. I don't really know how much it typically costs. You can see the square cut out right there. That's the whole part of the drywall they cut out. They cut out all the drywall, cleaned it, and even the underneath the door frame, which you can't see now because it's covered up. They had to do that part and then all of this kind of rectangle right here. Thankfully, we were able to get somebody to come do it same day, which was great. Then today, Tuesday, Renaissance Windows and Doors, they came back and replaced the sheetrock and the baseboard and caulked the baseboard and finished up the trim around the door. But another thing that happened Friday, when we got the door installed, Griffin like went out on the patio with Ella, because Ella like never goes on the patio since we could never use the door. And I was upstairs doing something, and then Griffin came back inside and he was like, hey, can you look at Ella, like make sure she's okay? I was like, what do you mean? And he had turned around for like 1 second and he heard a hiss. And then when he turned back around, like after that 1 second, Ella was over in the corner and there was a snake. I was like, oh my gosh, can something else go wrong today? Like, this is absolutely nuts. And I was freaking out, which Ella's fine. She was acting completely fine. So I was like, we'll just keep an eye on her. But thankfully, I don't think she got like close enough. Griffin was just worried because he didn't see if they interacted or not. He just saw that she was in that area and heard where the snake was, because we had a bunch of leaves that were on the patio, which it's all cleaned up now. Griffin cleaned it up over the weekend, thankfully, but it was just sitting in a pile of leaves, so it was like totally disguised and we didn't even see it. So that was scary and stressful. But yeah, the black mold and the snake and the door taking literally the whole day, it was just a lot of chaos. And then of course having to live with our home, like all of our furniture that's over here normally is in our living room. Everything's been out of whack for a little bit, and normally when I have guests in town, I like everything to be, you know, like picture perfect and to be in its best state possible. I naturally was kind of like, oh my gosh, I hate that our place isn't in its normal condition. I am really learning to just like let go of that expectation that I put on myself, because they're not putting it on me, I'm just putting it on myself. That's the update with the door and everything that's been going on. So I'm gonna finish eating my food and I want to get some things prepped for my May reset video that I'm filming tomorrow, which I can't believe it's already May starting tomorrow. That's absolutely nuts. Just finished up dinner and it was so good, but before I go on my evening walk with Ella girl, I'm gonna build my new office chair, which I do have one. I've had this one for a while. It's actually Griffin's old office chair from when we lived in our apartment, and it's fine. There's not anything wrong with it per se, but I've had this stupid little viral TikTok chair saved on my Amazon probably since last summer, I want to say. The one that's super wide so you can sit like crisscross in it, which I feel like all of us girlies, we love to sit in the most random positions at our desk. And if y'all have been here for a while, then you know that I have been struggling with some nerve issues in my shoulders, like down to my hands and fingers, and they have not gone away. They don't persistently bother me as much as they did when I was doing this and working my corporate job full time, because obviously I was, you know, at a computer probably 50 to 60 hours a week. That's definitely not the case now. It's definitely more so probably just like 30 hours a week. But I really wanted to try this and it went on sale for $50, and hopefully it's still on sale when I post this. But even if it's not, it's a very affordable chair and it has really good reviews. That was a thing when I saw it last year. I felt like it didn't have a lot of reviews yet. I was like, let me see how people say it is. And when I saw it go down to $50, I was like, $50 for a desk chair is crazy good, especially for a comfortable one. I was talking to my friend Julie about them this weekend, and I had ordered one when we were talking about it because I was like, honestly, I just need to get it. It's $50 and I'll let you know how it is, because she was curious about them. And I was telling her I think it actually might be better for like my hands. My hands just always have kind of like this general very light tingle in them, which probably isn't good. I have gone to go like kind of get little physical therapy for it, I guess you could say. It's a Rossi if you've ever been, but Rossi is very expensive. I went to like one treatment just to like get some little exercises I can do at home to help with it. But I feel like my hands still always have this like tingling numbness to them. I always feel like they're 25% asleep. That's the best way I can describe it. Which is not a great feeling, especially when I think about it. When I don't think about it, it doesn't bother me, but when I think about it, it drives me insane. But this chair does not have armrests, which I know probably sets some people off, but this one does, and I think I over rely on them because I edit and do all my computer work like this, and I did it like this when I worked from home too. And I just couldn't break that habit. And I think all the pressure that I've been putting on my elbows from the computer chair and then also just being in this position has not been helping my nerves at all. So I think this chair is going to hopefully help me retrain my arms when I'm working at a computer. So we'll see. It's not necessarily the reason I got it, but when I started thinking about it, I was like, wait, this actually might be helpful. So let's build this bad boy. It's definitely really comfortable. Obviously I've not sat in it for a long time, but I really like how the back is not like super stiff and it's at the perfect recline in my opinion. And this one does not have wheels, but I didn't want wheels anyways because it ruins our carpet and we don't have one of the little mats for computer chairs. And honestly, I always keep my chair basically in the same spot anyways. And that took me like 12 minutes to build, so I'm here for it. Ready to film because today is May 1st. Literally how? I think it's almost 11 right now and I am trying to hopefully get this filmed while the sun's peeking out because it's pretty overcast today and I think it might storm later, so I'm hoping that the sun can come out while I film because the lighting is just trash otherwise. But I've got to run those few errands and I'll just run tomorrow if I can. I'm gonna try out a few new products, so I will do that with you all. I'm probably gonna end up taking off this makeup pretty early today because I am going to a yoga class tonight, which I literally have not been to a yoga class in like a year since, or really it's been since July, because I went when my friend Julia came and visited last year with her to Black Swan, and Black Swan is in Houston and there's like several locations, but it's heated, so it's like hot yoga, which I actually hate. I really don't like anything that's hotter than how hot I get when I'm exercising, if you know what I mean. But I'm going with one of my old work friends from my corporate job. I haven't seen her since January, so we're gonna go to hot yoga and then grab dinner after that. So I'm looking forward to that because I haven't seen her in a little bit. But this morning I've been working on a couple things at my computer. I went ahead and got the reel that I'm posting this evening ready to post and on TikTok. It's my Save or Splurge wedding edition video where I was like getting ready and trying some new products and talking about the things that I recommend saving or splurging on for your wedding. So definitely check that out. But I went ahead and got that ready to post on Like to Know It as well and linked all the products. I still need to actually draft both of the videos on TikTok and Instagram since I will be gone later tonight. I want to have it all ready to post, and so I'm not having to like tag all the brands and write the caption and stuff this evening while I am out and about. So I got short-term insurance and I had to call and cancel that, like for health insurance. But I'm going on Griffin's plan now through work, so I had to call and get that canceled. And then I went into our budget and was kind of updating that for April. Lots of little adult admin this morning. My mom and I are going to Fredericksburg this summer. It's just like an easy little girls trip since it's an easy drive from Houston and staying just like in an Airbnb. So if you have any Fredericksburg recommendations, let me know. I will say I've literally already gone onto Google reviews and found the top rated like restaurants, coffee shops, wineries, all that stuff. But we're only going for like 2 days, so let me know if there's any like must-dos, must-tries, that kind of thing, and I would love to hear them if you have them. I really just wanted to do like a winery situation since that's what they're kind of known for, so that's kind of why we chose to go there. I don't think I've talked about these on here yet on YouTube, but I have talked about them on TikTok and Instagram. I got them in PR. They're the Kat Von D Bronze Balm Duos and the Blush Balm Duos, and I've been loving them both, like the bronzer and the blush. I love this bronze one because there's like a cool tone shade, so you can contour with it, and then you can go on top with the bronzer shade and actually bronze up. I really love it because I'm getting the bronzer and contour in one product, whereas I feel like I'm normally having to do it in 2 separate products. So it's nice that I'm able to do both for one product. I do really want to get a new dipstick though, just because I think dipsticks are really, really amazing, and they're also just really great for traveling. Like, I love being able to toss this in my bag and have bronzer and blush taken care of. But my bronzer is completely out. It doesn't look like it is, but it's the little plastic rim. So I have no more. I do still have more of the blush, and I love the blush, but I want to try one of the Glow Tour shades, I think. So you can see how I have the contour kind of creating the shadow right now on my face, but then I'm just going to bronze right above that, where the sun would be hitting my cheeks basically. And you can see that just adds the warmth back to the face. Love that. It's super, super creamy, super buildable. So if you want to just keep it pretty natural, you can do so. If you want it for full glam, you can do so. I also haven't talked about these on here, but I have on my Instagram and stuff. But this is a cream like blush and cheek. I just gave like 3 of these shades to my friend Julia this weekend because they sent me literally every color that they have. And I was like, I do not need all of these. They are so good though. I love how they're just like a natural finish. They really just melt into the skin and super blendable, but I definitely like putting it on my hand first. I think that that's always just good to do with cream blush because it helps you control where the product's going, and you don't have to worry about your foundation lifting underneath as much if you just do it on your hand first. And you can always add more a lot more easily, whereas I feel like when you're applying the product directly to your face, it's less sanitary and you're having less control over where the product is going, in my opinion. But I really like this shade. I think it's Desert Sunset, and it's just like this gorgeous kind of terracotta color, and I know that this color definitely is one of the better ones for me for blush to wear. I only got 2 things from the Sephora sale. I got the brow wax from Benefit. That's like a setter gel and a wax, and honestly I like it, but I think I have too thick of natural brows to use it without making my brows look too thick. I just have to be really precise and take my time with it when I use it, and most of the time I'm in a hurry. So it's great if I'm doing like full glam and I really want to like take my time with it, but that's usually not the case. But I did get the Huda Beauty setting powder that's literally all over the internet, and I'm so late to trying it in the shade Cherry Blossom. I don't have any powder puffs, like the little press-on things, and I like to use those for powder a lot, but I don't have any right now because I used my last one when I was doing my sister-in-law's makeup. So I'm just using a small little powder detail brush. This is the Real Techniques 402. And what I like to do is get some on the brush, I tap it, then I also tap onto my hand to get any other excess product off. And that really helps to keep you from putting too much powder in one area, which can cause the cakiness. So that's kind of how I like to control the powder application, especially because I do have more dry eyes and under eyes and just a dry face in general. So I always have to be very careful with the amount of powder that I am applying. And my friend who just came in town this weekend, she was able to give me some House Labs products. She gave me this bronzer and highlighter that she got through her job. She doesn't work for them, but she was able to get it through her job. I used this bronzer this past weekend, but I didn't really like take the time to see how I liked it, but I really remember liking how it applied. So I'm just going to warm up where I bronzed earlier a little bit. For blush, to keep going with my kind of corally theme, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Cloud Crush blush in the shade Tequila Sunset, which I have used one other time, and it was in my Save or Splurge makeup video actually. But I really like the formula of these blushes. They're really blendable, really pigmented, and super comfy on the skin. They don't really feel like anything. A lot of times when I put blush on, I can literally feel the extra layer of product on my face, but these actually feel like nothing. I always like to use my powder brush and kind of blend my blush and bronzer together to create more of like a seamless look and finish. And then I also got this highlighter from House Labs from my friend Julia. I honestly haven't really been wearing highlighter just because I feel like a lot of my products already have glow in them, so it's just kind of not necessary, but it does make a little bit of a difference. I am gonna go in with little bits of this on my cheekbone, and then under my brows, and then I'll use my finger for my nose. It is really pretty though. I don't know if y'all can see it in the light. Go ahead and set my face. Quickly do my eyeshadow and go. And I don't know if I've talked about the Persona eyeliners on my YouTube channel. It's hard for me to keep track of what I've talked about on here versus like on my social media, but I definitely share more makeup content on like my Instagram and TikTok now. But these eyeliners are so freaking good and buttery smooth. This is the shade Chocolate, and it's just been my go-to liner lately. I freaking love it, and it's so easy to work with. It doesn't like dry down extremely fast, so I love that I'm able to manipulate it even a little bit after I've put it on. Thought I have way more new products to try, but I guess they're just new, truly new to y'all, but a lot of the things I use today I have only used like once. So this actually new item is, this is my first time trying Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. I'm so late to the game, but I went to Ulta the other day because I needed a few things, and I had a gift card from Christmas and my birthday, and I was like, I need more lip liner because I just ran out of my Too Faced lip liner in the shade Badass that I've been using for literally like 3 years religiously, and they didn't have it in Ulta, and I swear if they're discontinuing it, I'm gonna be so upset. But I went over to the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, and I was like, okay, might as well try these. And this was like the closest looking shade in my opinion to the Too Faced one that I love. I know Pillow Talk is like the popular shade and everything, but that's just like not a color that looks good on my skin tone. So this is Iconic Nude, and it reminds me of a less warm toned Velvet Teddy from MAC, if you've ever used that. I am really enjoying the formula of this though. It's very, very creamy. And then the YSL Love Shine lip oil sticks are so good. They have the pigment of like a lipstick, but they feel like a lip oil, so they're not sticky at all. And they just have this gorgeous amount of pigment where it's not so stark that you're wearing lipstick, but it's also not so subtle to where it's like, why did I even buy this? This is the shade 204. That I could, which was pretty much just running and sending out a thank you card from the wedding. I had to ship something out to Julia that she left here over the weekend and mail a Poshmark order, and then I went and had to do a quick curbside order, and I ran into Target to grab something to hang a mirror in our room on the wall and some laundry detergent. But I'm gonna go off to yoga now. I'm leaving early because I know traffic is probably gonna be bad. I'm wearing this Lululemon quarter zip or half zip, I guess you could say. And then these are the smooth cover Wonder Under leggings. This is the navy color, and a little Free People halter racerback sports bra situation. I'm gonna have a little go-go squeeze before I go. And I'm gonna read some funny story. Went to hot yoga and it was great. It was actually a really like nice flow. I feel like a lot of times I hate like 25% of the yoga flows, and I actually really enjoyed most of this one. I went to Local Foods with my friend after that, as y'all saw, and had dinner, and it was really good, and then came home, walked Ella for a little while, and I just showered. But I did change out our sheets earlier because I forgot that I had washed our other sets from Brooklyn in this morning. I have on our second set right now. That's like the worst feeling, is when you start sheets at the beginning of the day and then you're ready to start getting ready for bed and you're like, I have not put any sheets on my bed yet. So why did I think I was like 70 pages into it? I was literally 35 pages into it, but I started falling asleep while I was reading last night. And I'm enjoying it so far, all 34 pages that I've read so far. It's been a very productive day. I got a lot done this morning and got my video filmed. So funny, because sometimes I dread filming days because as a process type perfectionist, you know, you want everything to be done a certain way and everything. And filming days, I just always end up making such a mess in our house, and just with moving things around to make sure the background looks okay and everything like that. But it's funny because filming days always make me look more forward to my editing days, where I'm like at the computer all day. But then when I'm editing all day, it makes me look forward to filming days. She's trying to bury herself. Does anybody else's dog do this? And this is why she can't sleep with us, because she will bury herself at our feet and I can't sleep because I'm subconsciously thinking she can't breathe and she's gonna die. So that's why I can't sleep with her anymore, because she gave me too much anxiety. Look what came in the mail. Let's give it a go this morning, because why not open up another bag of espresso grounds even though I already have a bag open. I'm just too excited to try it because it's highly anticipated for me. It's a Chamberlain Coffee Fancy Mouse Espresso Blend. Tasting notes of sweet caramel, dark chocolate, and toasted peanut. So these grounds I'm noticing are very similar to coffee grounds, with them not being as finely ground. Like these, for example, are like powder. They're so finely ground. But this has a lot more of like the thicker, coarser ground. Interested to see how it comes out because of that, because I know that I think that is kind of what makes the difference between coffee grounds and espresso grounds. It's not as strong as my Lavazza roast, which when I'm looking at this coffee, I feel like I made it the same as I normally do. I might have gone a little bit too heavy on my creamer, but color-wise, it's not as dark as my coffee usually is. The flavor of the coffee itself, I can't totally taste as strongly as I do with the other one. Is it a distinguishable enough difference from my other grounds to justify paying like $10 more for a bag? I don't know. I'll have to do it again tomorrow and be careful with the amount of creamer so I can get a better taste of the espresso. And maybe I'll sip the espresso tomorrow and see if I like it. I did notice, however, when I brewed the espresso, there was not near as much crema that was produced from this as there is typically with my Lavazza. My Lavazza normally gives me like a thick layer of crema, which I feel like people only really care about if they're drinking the espresso straight like that, because it doesn't matter when you're shaking it up, in my opinion, because it just ends up dissipating anyways. I did notice that, so. Out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I probably have like an hour of halfway decent lighting to film one of like the 3 reels I wanted to get filmed today. So I was gonna film this other one, but I was like, I just feel like I need to have a little bit of makeup on or something for that one, so I didn't do it. I did the one of me setting up my Kindle, because I really wanted to do like a reel and TikTok of doing that, because I finally got the rest of my Kindle accessories in the mail. So y'all saw me talk about this Kindle case, I believe, in a recent vlog. I can't remember if I talked about it or not, but it's off Amazon and it's purple on the front, clear on the back. So if you like stickers, it's great for that. And they do have different colors. And I love that it has the auto wake and auto sleep function with the Paperwhite. But the other accessories I got, first of all, I got a screen protector. One, because I don't want any scratches, which I know probably won't happen because of this thing anyways. But I had seen a TikTok of somebody doing the MagSafe little magnets and a MagSafe pop socket, so you could move the pop socket around, which I just thought was so genius. So this was not my original idea. I don't know where that TikTok is though, because I don't know if I saved it or not. I'm gonna leave everything, the exact ones of what I got, linked down below. On the video though, I had seen some people say that using the magnets ended up like scratching their screen a little bit from shutting it onto the screen, which I could kind of see how that would happen. So to avoid that even happening, a screen protector, I did the little magnets, and it comes with 2 circle ones and then 2 rectangular ones, I believe. So I did those, and then I don't know how I stumbled across this pop socket on Amazon because there were no reviews. So I was like, is this even real? But it said it was sold by the pop socket store. So I was like, okay, I guess it's real. But oh my gosh, it's literally like the cutest, colorful, confetti type look. The colors are perfect with the Kindle and the case because it's green and purple. And then this is like green, purple, orange, yellow, pink. And then I got the gold magnet stickers. They're so strong, like it's like low-key hard for me to get off the magnet sometimes. And what I love is that honestly, even if like your pop socket's only on half of the magnet, it still works, which I did it on the right side on this one because I'm obviously not going to have one on the outside where it opens because that would just be weird, which this is how I've been reading it with it open, but I think most of the time I'm probably going to be reading it like this with the flap closed. So that's why I put them on the inside, and I did one on the right and one on the left. and they kind of are close enough together to where I can put this in the middle too if I want, but I never hold my Kindle in the middle. It works out so nicely, but I will leave all of this link down below. I'm so happy with it. Having a pop socket is such a game changer on a Kindle for just the comfort of your hand and the grip when you're holding your Kindle. But I can't decide if I just like this clean and simple look with the pretty pop socket or if I want to get a few stickers. It would literally be like 3 stickers. I'm kind of leaning towards just leaving this, and if anything, maybe just getting stickers when I travel places and putting them in here and trying to get more neutral ones since I have a lot of color going on with the pop socket. But I love this setup so much and I'm so happy with it. I was so excited for this package to come in the mail, but I'm so happy with it, and I think I want to get a little sleeve so when I travel I can just pop it in there, but we'll see. This is good for now and I'm very happy with it. Like the easiest dinner ever for tonight. I've made this before, but not when I was vlogging. Do a 16-ounce jar of salsa of your choice. I just get HEB's mild chunky salsa because I think it is best with the chicken. The recipe I think calls for 2 or 2.5 pounds of chicken breast, but I definitely just do 1.5 pounds and still follow the rest of the measurements. And then you add the salsa in there, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin and 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 cup of chicken broth, and then 1/3 cup of like a cilantro lime dressing. I just use the Primal Kitchen one. Stir it all up with the chicken and then cook on high for 4 hours. And then I just do a little Trader Joe's pack of rice and heated up some corn, drain and rinse some black beans, do lettuce in here with this, any toppings you want, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of the Trader Joe's guaca salsa on top because it's just so good. A little bit of cheese and lime juice, cilantro. Happy Friday. I am currently about to get dressed and stuff to take Ella outside. It is about 8 o'clock, but didn't do F45 this morning. I'm gonna be starting my period any day, and I know what the Friday workout is this time around, and I just can't push myself to that level. We have somebody coming by at 9:30 to look at finishing up our drywall from all the mold situation, so I'm gonna be here for that. But then once they leave, which I think they're giving us an estimate on finishing up the drywall and then painting the trim and stuff, which I know I can paint the trim and the door frame if I really wanted to, but while he's here, I'm just gonna see how much it would be for him to do it. Round 2 review. Just made another coffee. This is still so light to me. Almond milk. Yesterday I did do a little bit too much on accident, but that's still pretty light. Yeah, I'm so confused, honestly. I took a tiny sip of just the espresso today just to try it, and it's good. You know, they're calling this an espresso blend. This is like no different than regular coffee grounds in terms of how finely ground they are. I just don't really know why it's called an espresso blend. Maybe in comparison to their other blends, it's an espresso blend. But for me, in comparison to the one I usually use, it's not an espresso blend to me. It's not like I can fully taste the coffee in this, which I don't love. I'm about to go run to Costco, drop off some donations, drop off some returns at Whole Foods. Another rainy and gloomy day. So I'm wearing this white little pullover sweatshirt. It has like a front pocket. It's kind of like distressed and a little bit longer in the back, and my mother-in-law got this for me for Christmas, I think, this past year. I think it's from Magpies here in Houston. And then I've got on my little Free People bag. I'll link a similar one because I don't think this one's still in stock. I've got on my Halara green exercise dress and my Pumas from Free People. That's a little errands outfit, and I might throw on a hat because I have little side combs in my hair right now, but my hair is just so frizzy from all this rain, so I feel like it looks kind of stupid. The frizz right here is just ridiculous, so I might throw on a hat like over the side combs because I can't wear a hat with my hair being this frizzy and with curly hair. So when I put on the hat, it literally just all looks like it's, I don't know, like I stuck my finger in a socket. So I think I might go throw on a hat. went to Costco. I'll show you all the haul when I get home, but I did just run into the mall because I wanted to get another pair of denim shorts. Had some birthday money and I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get a new pair of denim shorts because I have one pair that fit me. I've had them since 2019 or 2020, I believe, but the ends of them are extremely frayed because I have just worn the living crap out of them, with them being the only denim shorts I've had for 5 years that I wear. I wanted a pair that didn't have a raw hem just so I could dress them up more, but also just so I'd have more than one pair, and just so I have like another style kind of, which honestly the style is kind of similar, but these aren't as long as my other pair. They're the Abercrombie Curve Love denim shorts, and it's the dad short, and I got a size 4 or 27, and these fit perfectly when I tried them on. I also tried on the loose short in a 4, and those were too big. So I think if you like the loose short, they have that kind of like very baggy leg look, and I love the way those looked, but they were too big. And I also tried on the mom shorts, and I did not like the mom shorts because they're like the fitted shorts. They were long, so if you like fitted shorts, they covered your butt, but they weren't like as long as these are. But I just don't like fully fitted shorts like that, and that's kind of how my other pair of denim shorts are, and I love them still, but they're a little bit longer. It's like the length of these but being fitted instead of having gaps in the thighs. But I figured it was time to get me a new pair after 5 years of wearing the same exact pair. So I'll leave these linked down below. Here is how they look on. They are so comfortable, so cute. I love that there's room in the leg, and then there's still like a little bit of room in my waist, but they fit my waist and there's not any gapping, and that's what's so great about the Curve Love. But the length is so good, so perfect. This wash is like the perfect true blue jean denim wash. I love it. And I didn't realize I wasn't signed up for Abercrombie Rewards, but to be honest, I probably made like 2 orders from there in my life, and I probably just checked out as a guest when I did. So I got $10 off, which was nice. But I went into Whole Foods and I made my Amazon returns, and I tried out a new juice. I feel like I get like 1 juice a year from Whole Foods. Like I allow myself to get it once, and this was the time that I did it this year. Just craving some nutrients from greens and stuff. We don't have any more salad mix and stuff at home, so I wanted to try this out because I couldn't make like a salad at lunch. But it's the tropical greens juice, and it's coconut water, pineapples, apples, mango, and kale, and it was really good. But I think I like the greens lemonade one more though. That's one I tried last year. And I also grabbed some Purely Elizabeth granola while I was in Whole Foods because it was on sale, but then it had an extra 10% off for Prime members. So I got the cookie, even though we didn't need granola, but I was like, it's on sale and it's my favorite. So I got the chocolate chip and then the double chocolate cookie granola. Costco haul. Got some more go-go squeezes. I wasn't gonna get these because we have quite a bit right now, but they're honestly just so much cheaper to get at Costco than buying 28 pouches worth at HEB. I got this Xena Liquid Collagen and Biotin. It says it helps reduce the depth and appearance of wrinkles and supports radiant skin. And I did look up reviews like prior to purchasing it when I was in Costco because I didn't want to just like buy it obviously and it had bad reviews. It's a 90-day supply and I think it was $30, which is pretty freaking good for collagen, or maybe it was $40, but that's still really good for 90 days worth because I feel like normally with powders you get 30 servings, I want to say, and it's like $30. I specifically got this one because I like that it's liquid. Long story short, I am a wee bit insecure about my forehead lines that I have, and y'all probably don't see them, or maybe you do. You definitely do. I definitely have like an already set, which my hair and my head looks ridiculous right now from being in a hat all day. I do have like 2 fine lines that are already pretty finely set in my head, and it's definitely from just like not wearing sunscreen and working on the beach growing up, being on the beach a bunch growing up and not always wearing sunscreen. I want to see if this helps reduce the appearance and also just helps with my skin overall. So I will keep you all updated. I plan on being like super diligent about it. Got some poppies. It's just once again cheaper to get a lot of poppies at once, and I like that they have 15 packs. Olipop doesn't do that. Cheating on Olipop for a little bit, but it's fine. So glad I remembered to bring this back to my car so that I'd be able to only do 1 trip from my car. I got 2 bags of the coconut rolls. Y'all know we love these. They're like the best little sweet treat after dinner. These sounded so good. Just like little honey Teddy Grahams, honestly. But they're the seeded nut flour honey cinnamon sweet thins. I love this brand. We didn't need dates quite yet either, but to get literally like half of the amount of dates of this is basically the same price at HEB. Maybe not half. This is so many pitted dates for $10. I was gonna get the spicy tenders from the Just Bear brand because I really want to try the spicy ones, but I didn't want tenders, I wanted nuggets, and they didn't have spicy nuggets. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, hopefully I did, Griffin said he liked these more than the Just Bear brand, and this is the Costco brand of the chicken nuggets. And then I got a big thing of honey just because, once again, honey's way more expensive at HEB, and we go through a lot of honey, honestly, between the 2 of us. And I got a big thing of strawberries. because I've been eating them like crazy. I'll have them in my yogurt, I have them on my toast, and honestly, they're just so good, and they're really good right now since they're like in season or getting in season. So that's my Costco haul. I'm about to run upstairs and grab my computer so I can sit downstairs and edit for the rest of the afternoon. I haven't gotten to finish editing my May reset video yet. I got through all the rough cuts of the footage yesterday, but I have to go in and add all the overlays and everything and all of that good stuff, which it always takes a really, really long time on my reset videos. So I'll probably be doing that like most of the rest of today and like into the evening. And I really want to finish it today so it can go up Sunday morning and I don't want to have to edit it all tomorrow. But I just whipped out the collagen because it did say to take it like right before, right during, or after a meal. And I just ate the pork tonkatsu, I think was the one I had, of the Emmy ramen, and I added a little bit of corn in it and the Trader Joe's mini chicken cilantro wontons and a little bit of truffle glaze from Trader Joe's and then a little bit of chili onion crunch from Trader Joe's. And oh my gosh, it was just so good for at-home ramen and very filling since the Emmy ramen is like protein filled. But I did just take the collagen. Actually, I love that it's in this big bottle. I thought it was gonna be like little packets to like mix in water, but I'm so glad it's like this because it's like a one and done. I can have it quickly. You just take 2 teaspoons a day. It's a very subtle mixed berry flavor, but it doesn't taste bad to me at all. Like I enjoyed taking it. So I'm excited to see if that starts helping me and working. And it also has a lot of biotin in it. So I think that'll be good for my nails, my hair, skin, stuff. But let's get to editing. Ella's literally like staring at me like, please come sit on the couch with me now. So I'm gonna go join her and get my computer. We love the Friday evening in. I am crawling in the bed and it's 10:40, so getting into bed a little late. I've been off and on editing since like 2:30 today and I just finished like 40 minutes ago, but then I hopped in the shower. I really needed to shave all my legs because I was wearing an exercise dress all day and it made me realize I needed to shave my thighs really badly. So I went ahead and showered and did that. Griff and I got to go tonight for dinner. We were gonna make hamburgers tonight, but our meat was not completely thawed out, like, and really even close to being completely thawed out. So we were like, let's just pick something up. And I went to Bella Green and picked it up, which we haven't had that in years. And it was not very good. I took Ella on a walk together. I love when Griffin's able to walk with me because normally I just walk her on our evening walks, but sometimes if he has time with studying, which usually it's on the weekends when he can stay up later, we will go walk together and I love it. But I finished up editing my May reset. I still need to make the thumbnail, which will probably take a while. I always have this like hope that like one of my reset videos is just gonna like take off, and it's like just me being delusional, you know, but I love thinking that way. And I think the reason I think that way with my reset videos is because they take so much more time than vlogs to edit for the most part. I love getting more creative with the reset videos too, because sit down videos you just have more opportunities to kind of get creative with your transitions and b-rolls, because if you do too much of that in a vlog it just almost feels too overproduced or unnatural for my usual style. So I think when you're really excited about something, you kind of just naturally have this delusion in your head that like, this is gonna take off and do really well. And then it's just really funny because I feel like most of the time my reset videos have the lowest views, but you know what, I don't care because I like making them. I swear I'm such a night owl though sometimes, because like editing tonight I was so locked in and I was like not getting on my phone, I wasn't distracted, and I was just like so diligent with getting things done with editing. But me during the day, I think it's just because I know that there isn't any real timeline. I kind of procrastinate a lot, but it's subconsciously, like I'll end up doing something else on my phone, or I'll choose something else to work on that's not as time consuming, and I just perpetually do that every day and push it off until the last day. I always do that during the day, but then at night I'm like so locked in. I don't know what it is, like why I'm like that, but I definitely can work really well at night. But I'm gonna read for probably like 20 or 30 minutes, and my Hatch actually told me the other day that it has like a perfect pairing or something for reading at night for an unwind routine. And I think it's like thunder sounds. Yeah, it's called Stormy Slumber. It's like a really pretty red light. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Literally sounds just like rain. Now I'm just waiting on thunder. I'm gonna have this go while I read, but I am gonna go ahead and end off this week's vlog. I hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you aren't already and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and follow me on my social media down below so we can keep up. I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video.